Today on Refined, heart to heart with a horse.
He's absolutely correct. This is amazing.
A real-life Dr. Dolittle lets us know what animals are thinking. Plus, get out the broom.
The Seattle Storm have climbed back to the mountaintop. They are your 2018 WNBA Champions.
The Seattle Storm proved they are the best team in the land. Find out what day their celebration parade is set for. And a sign of the times.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love it.
The trendy decor that anyone can make themselves.
Seattle Refined starts now.
Hi everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Guard Swanson. If you watch this show with any regularity, you know my family and I just got a brand new puppy. His name is Loki, and I think he is the best dog in the world. But I have to admit, there are times he does things where I just go, dude, what are you thinking? It's times like that I wish I could channel my inner Dr. Dolittle and talk to the animals. That may sound crazy to you, but we met a woman who says she can communicate with animals of all kinds, and you can too. Like many pet owners, Joan Ranquet adores animals, but her connection runs deeper than most. For her, it's more than companionship. She can communicate with them too.
I talk to dogs and cats, of course, and I also take people on wildlife trips. So sometimes we talk to lions, sometimes we talk to lemurs, sometimes we talk to dolphins, whales.
But don't call Joan a pet psychic. She's an internationally renowned animal communicator, a real-life Dr. Dolittle, with a skill that she says anyone can learn.
Well, animal communication is telepathy, which is the transference of pictures, words, and feelings. So I always tell people the first step is being able to really quiet your mind and getting a sense from the animals. Usually it starts in feelings and allowing the pictures and the words to come in.
For the most part, Joan helps people learn more about their pets.
He thinks he's your soulmate. He knows he is.
It's gonna make me cry.
Of course, there are skeptics in the world, so we wanted to see what Joan could really do. We followed her to a unique appointment at Legacy Hunters and Jumpers in Woodinville.
Legacy is a special place.
Legacy is a training facility, home to many special horses, including Coaster. He's a decorated champion horse who now teaches riding in his later years, and there's one other thing.
So Coaster has a friend that he lives with that helps him with his anxiety, named Buttercup, and she's a goat. They live together 24/7 in the stall, and they go out into a paddock together and play.
Coaster has also impacted many lives, like Valerie Young's.
Coaster is very special. I think I'm special to him too. He is such a kind soul. When I got back into riding after being off for 6 years, he was so patient and he gave me my confidence to ride again.
But Valerie wants to connect with Coaster even more. That's why she's called on Joan for some help.
I've known Joan for many years. She's world-renowned. She writes books. And when she came to my home and talked to Nigel, my little Jack Russell, she nailed it. I'm like, I don't even know how she did it. So I'm glad she's here. She graced us from LA to be here. I just want him to say that he's happy with all of us, and I want him to talk about his buddy. Oh,
It's great to see you.
It's so great to see you. Oh, this is my buddy Coaster.
Hi, Coaster. How long have you had him?
He is not my horse. He's owned by Dr. Jennifer Sparks. So it's wonderful she shares for some of us to have riding lessons.
So I'm going to get quiet for a minute.
Okay.
Immediately, Joan starts writing down what she's getting from Coaster. And within seconds, you couldn't help but notice a change in him.
I will tell him. And there was a moment I felt like it's sort of like he was starting to communicate and connect, and all of a sudden he looked at me like, oh my God, it's you that's talking to me. I know. A lot of times when an animal gets to finally tell their story, they have a big relaxation, a big release. Because imagine they never get to talk.
Just knowing this horse, watching him release and watching him, I can just tell. My that.
I mean, I think he's really grateful for the time he gets to spend with you. He said that you do come a little busy in your mind.
And he helps me.
Yeah. And he said that the one thing that he knows when you're a little bit tense is that you tend to twist your upper body a little bit to the right. Your left thigh is a little bit stronger.
He's absolutely correct. This is amazing.
Yeah. Well, they could train us for sure.
Did he talk about Buttercup?
He did. I mean, Buttercup is part of why he feels like he's taken care of in the world.
Safe.
Like he's safe. His life is better with Buttercup. Does that help?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to know. I mean, I felt all along that he loves his job. I just wanted to know, you know.
He would rather do this any day of the week than get a bunch of blue ribbons. This is the blue ribbon
cool.
job.
What he gives me when I leave this barn, the joy, I mean, it makes me almost cry what this horse does for me.
Yeah.
Seriously.
As you can see, these sessions can have an emotional impact on people. Not just the owner, but Joan too.
Interaction with animals is especially our domesticated animals, is putting us back in nature and makes my heart warm. I mean, it just makes me super happy. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Joan. Oh, I loved it. You nailed it.
To learn more about Joan, the animal communicator, head to SeattleRefined.com. And we have a great update on another animal story, the adorable Thelma and Louise. These little guys stole our hearts. Rescuers found Thelma and Louise living feral in a field in Wapato, Washington with 11 puppies. The puppies all found homes, but Thelma and Louise had never been around people and were practically catatonic in captivity. Through love and patience, the dogs finally overcame many of their fears and were ready for adoption. The next hurdle, finding a forever home where they could stay together. After months of searching, we are happy to report Thelma and Louise found their perfect family. Don't you just love a happy ending? You know, the whole city is celebrating today as the Seattle Storm stunned the Washington Mystics, bringing home a WNBA Championship back to the Emerald City for the first time in 8 years. MVP Breanna Stewart and Storm superstar Sue Bird were just too much for the Mystics, sweeping the series 3-0. And when the buzzer sounded, the party really got started.
The Seattle Storm have climbed back to the mountaintop. They are your 2018 WNBA champions.
Let's go, Storm!
This is electrifying, exciting. This is going to be our third championship. Go Storm!
Game is over. We're breaking home. We got the sweep. Can't be faded. No more.
Congratulations on the 2018 WNBA Final Championship.
I think this was our year. I think that this team that I came into was a very, very special group. But I think everything they did from the time I met them was culminated tonight. I mean, nothing that we did satisfied them until tonight.
Bird running all the way in, lays it home.
This is probably going to be one of the defining moments of my career, to do it at the end in such a way that was different from all the others. It's really incredible.
No look to Stewart. She's got it.
So many people to point to. Sue, obviously, but Stewie was just amazing.
Stewart forces it up and in, plus the foul.
She truly was the MVP of these finals. God blessed me with an opportunity to coach her, and I will be forever grateful.
In the corner, Clark run off. Clark to the rim, lays it in.
Alicia Clark, to me, embodied Seattle basketball. And Sammy Whitcomb. Sammy Whitcomb battled.
Whitcomb tees it up and knocks it down from 3.
Jewel Lloyd turned her game from a scorer into a complete player. But this was a very special team. This is a special night for them.
I thought I wasn't going to cry, but I teared up a little bit. Especially when I hugged my mom.
Your daughter's a WNBA champion.
Yes! I'm so excited!
Bird curls, takes, and hits from 3.
I'm hungry because I know this might be my last time. Stewie's hungry and Jewel's hungry because it's their first.
Stewart lays it in.
We knew we could close out this series, and we wanted to do it today. We didn't want to wait any longer, and we wanted to bring the championship home.
Everything about the way Seattle embraces us, the way they support us. So, I don't know. It's been an incredible journey in Seattle, and they deserve this. The fans deserve this.
This is the Storm's third championship in franchise history. The team's championship parade and rally is set for 1 p.m. this Sunday. For more details, log on to our website. Seattle Refined is just getting started.
The people that love the movie will love the musical, but it's a different entity.
Talk about sweet success. One-on-one with the star of the smash hit musical Waitress that's now playing in Seattle. But first,
are you ready to make something beautiful today?
Yeah! The local business that helps channel your inner Martha Stewart. We'll be right back. But first, Refine wants to send you to one of the best shows in town. We're talking about Volta, the new and captivating Cirque du Soleil show under the big top at Redmond's Merrymore Park. You have until this Friday to enter for a chance to win 2 tickets. To learn more, head to seattlerefine.com/contests. Welcome back to the show. I'm Gart Swanson. Well, call it a sign of the times, but signs are the hottest trend in home decor these days. We found a place in Mill Creek where you can actually create your own custom wood signs that look like a pro made them. Here's Malia Karlinski.
Some celebrate the Pacific Northwest. Others are holiday themed. And there's even a design for unicorn lovers. These pieces of art look like a professional created them, but even a beginner can make them.
Yay, first timers. Thank you.
Here, folks swap the bustle of busy days for aprons and the chance to get creative. Rhonda Lone is the owner.
Welcome to AR Workshop Mill Creek. Are you ready to make something beautiful today?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Today's crew is a group of moms and their tween daughters. They choose their projects online, and the supplies are waiting for them when they arrive. It all starts with a blank board.
So we will take you step by step through the process at the end. It's a lot of fun.
First, some simple sanding, then the tough decision.
So truly the hardest part is picking your colors. So have you picked what color you'd like for your board?
I kind of like that concrete color.
Okay.
Is it impossible to mess this up, basically?
Yeah, it's not like you have to be like perfect about the lines.
So now that you've painted your boards, we're going to work on your vinyl. So what we're going to do is pick out the part that you're going to be painting. So we use these dental picks. And what you do is just find a little corner to start. So we'll start down here, and we're just going to start peeling it up.
Motifs cut out in vinyl stick to the boards, creating a stencil.
You've got quite a pile of vinyl going over here. That's really cool.
And the next thing we're going to do is use transfer tape to cover your project. So what this is doing is it is keeping your project together for when we take it off of the stencil and put it onto your wood.
Maureen Anders and Adria Ruff started AR workshops in North Carolina. After Rhonda visited, she knew she wanted to open one here.
What is so magical about this for you?
Well, partly, I don't have to mess up my own home. Yeah. I get to come here, which I think is how everybody feels. A lot of people want to do the DIY, but
it's overwhelming.
It is overwhelming. You have to go buy all the things for, all the paint, all the paintbrushes, all the tools. You come here, everything's ready to go.
Besides the supplies, it's the expert instruction that makes this place special.
Okay, so we're going to flip this over, and now we're just going to roll your stencil off.
Then it was time to paint the design.
And you're doing a 2-step process because you're going to have your mountain in the background and then the city on top. So right now, you're going to paint your mountains.
Pressure's on. Next up, removing the vinyl.
And you're going to rip it off really quick. Looks great.
I love it.
The final step, adding the frame. And ta-da!
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love it.
All right, Ella, what do you think of your finished sign?
I really like it. I'm really excited to give it to my grandma and grandpa.
And Allie?
I love mine.
Are you giving it to someone?
No, I'm giving it to my room.
Is it rewarding for you to see people that maybe don't feel like they're creative create things?
Yes. Oh, we get that all the time. Oh, I'm not creative. I can't do that. And we're like, no, we promise this is foolproof. You will leave with a project that you love.
Signing off, Malia Karlinski, Seattle Refined.
It's not just about signs at AR Workshop. You can also make pillows, wall hangings, and much more. For more info, go to our website. Coming up, a Broadway performance as sweet as pie. Refined chats with the star of Waitress. Plus, meet the pint-sized top chef in the Northwest. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gart Swanson. There is still time to catch one of the sweetest sensations to hit Broadway in years. The touring production of Waitress has only a few more performances before it leaves town. Refined's Malia Karlinski sat down with the star of the show.
Start with a story of friendship and romance. Mix in some singing and dancing and add a dash of magic. It's the winning recipe for the musical Waitress. Actress Desi Oakley shines on stage in the lead role of Jenna.
Jenna is a fighter. Her friends call her the queen of kindness and goodness. She's been through a lot. She wouldn't tell you. She breaks my heart on stage. She doesn't realize her potential.
Trapped in a loveless marriage, she dreams about baking her way to a better life.
She's an expert pie maker. She works at a pie diner. She is a really down-to-earth woman. She is someone who I feel like we can all relate to. She kind of buries her realities in her pies.
Fallen in love pie.
Okay. This story originally graced the silver screen, but the musical version has a few secret ingredients.
The movie that the musical is based on, Waitress, with Kerry Russell, that was a fantastic movie and kind of a cult classic.
Yeah.
Were you nervous at all about stepping into that role on stage?
The people that love the movie will love the musical, but it's a different entity. You know, Kerry Russell doesn't sing in the film, right? So there's all of these other elements that I feel like really make the musical so special.
I'm not gonna write you a love song. Speaking of music, the score features songs by Sarah Bareilles of Love Song fame.
Sarah is such a witty writer, so it's quick, it's very tongue-in-cheek, but it's so easy to hear and easy to listen to, so it really serves the story well. Yeah, the music is incredible.
Waitress has all the essential elements of a hit show, and it's served up with a side of inspiration.
Leaning on friends, believing in yourself, taking ownership over our actions, things like that. I mean, they're really serious kind of things, but altogether then we're all kind of like, it's this lighthearted story. So I think audiences take away those big themes while having a feel-good musical.
Malia Karlinski, Seattle Refined.
Waitress runs through Sunday at Seattle's Paramount Theater, and last check, you could still get your hands on tickets. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gart Swanson. Well, sit back and relax tonight because it is National Kids Take Over the Kitchen Day. Cooking with your kids is a great way to bond and teach basic home ec skills. Washington Grown's Christy Goranson met one Northwest girl who's gone from student to the queen of the kitchen, thanks in part to YouTube.
Today, Amber's showing me how to make what she calls the best hummus ever.
Welcome to my kitchen. Thank you so much, Amber. I'm really excited to be here. I'm so excited.
What are we gonna make?
Today we're making what my family calls the best hummus ever.
Okay.
And
the best hummus ever.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
All right, are you ready?
Started, yeah.
Okay, it's really easy. So you're gonna be the dumper.
I'm good at that.
So you can dump the garlic into our food processor.
Okay.
Once we mince the garlic, we add chickpeas, salt, and pepper. Then we juice 2 lemons.
It's been amazing. I mean, I've been to the White House, and it was me and my mom, and we had this lunch at the White House, and it was the coolest thing ever. I was, I think, 9, 10 years old, and it was amazing. I got to get all dressed up all fancy.
Oh
and
my gosh.
It was so fun. Yeah.
That is awesome.
We're gonna turn this on. And the key to this is to make it really creamy. So we slowly add in olive oil.
Once the olive oil is added and the texture is smooth, we scrape it into a bowl and get ready to give it a try.
Okay, dig in.
So this is a tahini-less.
Tahini-free. There you go.
Tahini-free hummus. I love it. What is the message that you most want to get out to kids and people your age?
Well, one of them is that being healthy is cool and that you can make really easy and delicious recipes that are healthy, and also that kids can cook, because you're going to need to learn how to cook no matter what, even if even if you're not dreaming of being a chef when you get older. I mean, you got to cook to live.
Right.
So it's a really good life skill, as my mom says.
Yes.
Tune in every week for more stories like that one from our partners at Washington Grown. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm Gart Swanson. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you next time right back here on Seattle Refined.